Welcome to the University of Exeter graduation ceremony. Please be seated for the University of Exeter Choir.
She rises,
Welcome to the University of Exeter graduation ceremony. We look forward to celebrating everyone's success with you today. A few things to note before we begin. Family and friends should remain seated throughout the ceremony once it has begun. We ask that no flash photography takes place as it may be distracting to those on the stage. Mobile phones should be switched off for the duration of the ceremony. In the event of a fire, an announcement will be made. Please leave the building by the nearest exit following the directions of the marshals. Graduands, your moment with the Chancellor will be recorded by the official photographer, so no selfies, please. Now, we consider ourselves one family here at the University of Exeter and openly encourage applause for every graduand. As some of our graduands have not been able to attend at the last minute, the presenter will announce the name of the absent graduands as well, so please applaud when this occurs. At the end of the ceremony, the Chancellor and dignitaries will process out of the Great Hall. The new graduates, directed by the marshals, will follow. And once all graduates have left the hall, family and friends are requested to leave through the front doors only to meet the graduates outside. Graduates, you will congregate outside on the Great Hall piazza for a group photography session. Please use the slope or steps to access the piazza. After the ceremony, all graduates and guests are invited to join the drinks receptions, which are being held in the forum. In a few moments, when the music starts, the congregation is asked to rise for the entry of the procession.
Good morning, everybody. I declare this congregation open. Hello, welcome, and you're very warmly welcome to the University of Exeter. My name is Richard Follett, and it is an absolute pleasure to open this congregation. I invite you now to please be seated. Distinguished guests, graduands, family, friends and supporters, what a true joy it is to see you here today. Welcome to our beautiful Streatham campus, and thank you for joining us for this truly special day. And to those of you on live stream, welcome. I really hope that you enjoy this truly memorable day. Let's begin by recognizing the exceptional music that opened our ceremony. Please join me in thanking our talented student musicians and our friends at the Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra for the specially commissioned fanfare. It was an uplifting way to begin our celebration. Thank you. Graduands, this is your day, a day to be celebrated, remembered, and cherished. You've not only completed your studies, but you've lived the university's values, the values of discovery, respect, excellence, inclusion, and community. These values and our mission are the foundation with which you carry forward into a world that urgently needs your ideas, your passion, and your leadership to create a greener, a healthier, and a fairer future for everyone. Wherever your path takes you next, know this: you've earned your place here today through talent, dedication, and sheer hard work, and we could not be prouder of you. And to those of you who couldn't be with us in person and are graduating in absentia, we send our heartfelt congratulations. You are just as much part of this moment as everyone in the hall today. I look forward to meeting you in a few minutes' time on this stage and conferring your degrees. But now I call upon Professor Rajani Naidu, Vice President and Deputy Vice Chancellor for People and Culture, to address the congregation.
Good morning, everyone, and a very, very big welcome. It's truly wonderful to see all of you here today, gathered to celebrate a milestone that marks not only achievement, but ambition, resilience, and regrowth. To the families, to friends, to supporters who've come from near and far, thank you. Your presence means the world to us. And to those watching from afar via live stream, know that you are as much a part of today's joy. And to the graduates, you did it. Today, you've crossed the finishing line of one of life's most demanding and rewarding journeys. Earning a University of Exeter degree is no small feat. It takes hard work, determination, and the grit to keep going when things get really tough. At times, you faced uncertainty, you met obstacles, you wrestled with self-doubt, but you stood your ground, you rose to the challenge, and now you stand tall, ready to hold in your hands the proof of your dedication and your resilience. But your time at university was never just about the lectures, the labs, or the deadlines. It was also about discovering who you are. It was about the friendships that were forged, the ideas that were challenged, the perspectives that were broadened, and the new things you've tried to do along the way. It was about growing, not just as students, but also as people. You have helped shape this university. You've brought energy, you've brought insight, and you've brought kindness. You've contributed to a community that thrives on diversity, curiosity, and care, and we are the better for it. We are so proud of you, and you should be as proud of yourselves, deeply and truly proud. You've also forged bonds that will stretch far beyond this day. Some of the people sitting beside you will walk through life with you for years to come, as colleagues, as confidants, and as lifelong friends. Cherish them. They are part of your story now. While today marks the end of one chapter, it opens the door to the next, with all its possibility, all its wonder, and yes, of course, also a little uncertainty. Whether you have a clear plan or you are still figuring it out, know this: the world needs people like you. The challenges we face are great, but so is your potential. You leave here not only with knowledge and qualifications, but with the creativity, the intellect, and the values to make a real difference. And you carry with you the strength of this place, this university, your university, that will always be behind you. We will continue to strive for excellence, to lead with purpose, so that the degree you hold remains a symbol of the very, very highest of standards. You will also shortly become part of a global network, 195,000 people strong, reaching 180 countries. Exeter alumni are change makers, innovators, and leaders, and today you join their ranks. My final message to you is that you are the mission of our university embodied. You are living proof that our mission changes not only the lives of individuals, but also the trajectories of communities that you will join, that you will serve, and that you will lead. Congratulations. You've earned every moment of this celebration. Hold your head high, take pride in how far you've come, and feel excited for where you will go next. Your future is as bold and as brilliant as you desire to make it. Thank you.
Good morning, and welcome to all relieved parents, friends, and supporters, and most importantly, our Exeter Engineering and Clinical Psychology graduates of 2025. My name is Konstantinos Salvages, and I'm the Associate Pro-Vice Chancellor for Business Engagement and Innovation in the Faculty of Environment, Science, and Economy. I will be your Master of Ceremonies this morning, and my role is to introduce the speakers and, crucially, to remind you that this is a celebration. So remember to clap, cheer, and have a brilliant time. Graduates, you should be so proud of yourselves. Throughout your studies, you have demonstrated that you can learn new skills, gain knowledge in areas that you've hardly heard of before, and that you can find what is relevant and useful in an ocean of information and media. Now, not two pathways to a degree are the same, and you have each forged a very special journey. Very well done for getting here. You deserve our most heartfelt congratulations. As graduates of one of the best universities in the country, you are now equipped to address complex real-world problems in infrastructure, technology, human psychology, and mental health therapies. Your solutions will demonstrate your ability to analyze data and confidently tell fact from opinion. A year ago, from this podium, I joked that ChatGPT had written part of my speech. Fast forward, and in 1 year, we start to see how artificial intelligence will transform our ways of working and how it will impact our social and personal lives. But your experience here has gone far beyond academic learning, and I'm sure that you have used the opportunity to meet people you'll never forget, and some of them will be your friends for life. Do remember, as you embark on your journey as university graduates, that whatever challenges you will be confronted with, you will solve them better if you work together with your colleagues. And if you find yourselves being unsure of which path to follow, remember you can always reach out to our Career Zone for advice on your next steps. Above all, I hope you make today a memorable day of celebration, surrounded by your loved ones, supporters, family, and friends. They were with you through the highs and lows of your degree, so be sure to celebrate fully with them today. And whilst they will be proud of you, don't forget to thank them for their invaluable support. We could not be more proud of you than we are today, and we're delighted to have you as members of our Exeter family. Congratulations again, enjoy the day, trust in your Exeter education, and know that you can make a difference in the world. I now call upon Professor Ian Sukala to present the first cohort of graduates.
Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the Faculty of Environment, Science and Economy, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Engineering, Ahmed Al-Shekaili. Abdulaziz Alagel. Raja Sekar Batu. Iwan Jin. Bhavya Joshi. Zhengsheng Li. Qinlan Yu. Duncan McDougall. Ibrahim Mizrak. Lydia Pave. Sunil Pudel. Amin Rahmani. Corinus Nixon Weinbo. For the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Business Management, Pragya. Rasal Salim Visam. Manish Arunachalam, Karan Bisht, Sagnesh Suresh Gaude, Shaurya Sandeep Jaishigani, Anshuman Jaiswal, Tusif Yusuf Kalo, Ziteng Wang, Jinshen Zhang, Peilin Zhou, in international supply chain management, Arun Ramachandra, Subhiksha Nureksha Murugesan, Lia Frances de Souza, Yi Cheng Dong, Emma Luo, Ryan Rashid, Venkatraman Subramanian, Jijun Zhang, Jun Zhou, in mechanical engineering, Jin Zhou, in water engineering, Samarat Bhatt, for the degree of postgraduate diploma in engineering business management, Yuhan Zhang, for the degree of Masters of Engineering in Civil Engineering, Matthew Coley, Lucas Eddy, Megan Evans, George Gass, Cora Giannini, Sophie Lamaison, Dulcinea Maud, Harry McGovern, James Monroe, Ming Nok Enok, in civil engineering with a year in industry, Jacob Edwards, Oliver Hull, Hugh Hallam, Harry Hone, Finlay Hughes, William Tate Reed, Tom Scottson, Oakley Slack, in electronic engineering, Lake Burton Thorne, Matthew Coffin, Lewis Hall, Finlay Holmes, Ron Lam, Gregor Leckie, Alexander Litvak, Chuk Hei Ng, Joshua North, Rory Thompson, Joe Wilkinson. In electronic engineering with a year in industry, Michael Dean. Samuel Fox. In engineering and entrepreneurship, Isham Brewer. Hugh Holliman. George Savenko. In engineering and entrepreneurship with a year in industry, Oliver Kebe. In engineering and management with a year in industry, Teobaldo Selva. In mechanical engineering, Victor Alcott. Gabriel Barwick. Jake Bateman. Thomas Boucher. Justin Brooks. Julian Chan. Piers Coulter. Sergei Glagolev. Tom Goringe. Mia Summer Griffiths. Jake Griggs. Kieran Hill. Poppy Kelly. Toby Kirscher. Tom Lane. Louis Lees. Josie Lewis. Harrison Mitchell. Matthew Knott. Kitan Ojo. Harrison Preston. Luke Remon. Tom Richardson. Nathan Roberts. Tom Roberts. Ed Rosbrook. Daniel Russell. George Smith. Joseph Smith. Isaac Steig. Ewan Simons. Felix Foden. Harrison Wicks. Josh Winney. Charlie Yates. In mechanical engineering with a year in industry, Lucas Cannon. Rory Dunbar. Maxine Mather. Charlotte Petit. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering, Danielle Cannon. James Connolly. Anna Crawford. Helen Crouch. Esther Cushion. Anastasia Dobrushina. Nicholas Groot. May Job. William Kwan. Wai Yek Lam. Yi Leong Lau. Matthew Lee. Sai San Bonelin. Cameron MacDonald. Maxwell Mears. Paul Porden. Nathaniel Silf. Rufus Walker. Isaac Wong. And Ryan Wu. In civil engineering with year in industry, Jack Good. Selman Arashad. Ella Sorensen. In electronic engineering, Praska Aroeman. Meredith Bowden. Joseph Brazier. Tin Cheng. Mikhail Ismail. Lucas Kolb. Jajie Wu. Duke Popov. Nicole Quijal Sanchez. Len Reynolds. Srinivasan Sevilimedu Veravali. Kobe Williams. Wenju Yu. Zohe Zhang. In engineering, George Chapman. Caden Chu. Hugh Davis. In engineering and entrepreneurship, Fanar Faris Abdul Hamid Alderzi. Jack Barbridge. Ella Grace Doxon. Felix Loriman. In engineering and entrepreneurship with year in industry, Alfredo Mora Rubio. In engineering and management, Cameron Chalice. Amber Isabel Cook. Olivia Diz Morita, Flynn Dugan, Ben Griffin, Ed House, Orhun Emre Ozates, Leonardo Pascucci, Rafe Stratton, Nicholas Tangsrud, Peter Thornton, in Engineering and Management with year in Industry, Anastasia Yaren-Chelik, in Mechanical Engineering, Nafisa Adenvala, Mohamed Al-Alaviat, Rowan Andrew, Gabriel Anguiano Gutierrez, Archie Banks, Darcy Pearl Barrett, Harry Bellamy, Joe Biddle, Kaspar Blackett-Ord, Joseph Brew, Jacob Bunting Ralph, Zeke Birmingham, Seb Capaldi, Dennis Chan, Jamie Coulson, Archie Edward Davis, Thomas Dawson, Alessia Denisi, Matthew Dennis, Daniel Doe, Xander Donald, Duff Evans, Thomas Freeman, Jareb Gunn, Charles Gatti, Rupert Gaukroger, Thomas Jose Gilio, Tom Goodwin, James Green, Dom Hull, Hardik, Kara Henschel, Sam Holt, Michael Howitt, Harry William Peter Irvin, Daniel Johnson, Charlie Kenny, Archie Kent, Wang Hei Lam, Seb Lodisina. Ben Lawson. Braden Locke. Tom McIsaac. Anthony Manolas. James Marson. Caleb McMitchell. Mealy Medlock. Ella Moffat. James Moore. Fraser Morrison. Emma Pardo Manzanedo. Rhys Parker. Dan Powell. Ed Rhodes. Jamie Richardson. Fergus Scott. Kai Shasby. Roman Stewart. Archie Strong. Daniel Taylor. Tobias Thorne. Jamus Tong. Joseph Vincent. Haopeng Wang. Oscar Wanehoff. Alex Ware. Alfred Whittley. Persephone Wojcik. In mechanical engineering with year in industry, Ellie Alford. Edward Baines. Max Burnett. Jonathan Cowie. Tom Fleckon. Louis Hay. Sam Hobden. Mealy Holm. Thomas Hunt. Ben Jellens. Royben Jones. Alex Milik. Joseph Murino. Oliver Nest Coleman. Peter Sansom. Robbie Shepard Capuro. Joseph Anthony Tooby Hewitt. In mechanical engineering with a year in industry, Ben McDermott.
I now call upon Professor Joe Smith to present the second cohort of graduates.
Chancellor, By the authority of Senate, I present to you the following who've been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, for the degree of Master of Science in Psychological Therapies, Practice and Research, Systemic Therapy, Wajiha Ali. Ladine Gold. Penny McGregor. Julian Wilson. For the degree of Postgraduate Certificate in Clinical Supervision of Psychological Therapies Practice, Sarah Eleanor Cullum. Steph Donnelly. Pip Fields. Shannon Gray. Jess Knight. Jane Shattuck Brady. Tanya Stillwell. In Psychological Therapies Practice, Low-Intensity Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, Ria Alexander. Vicky Bird. Natasha Brewer. Larissa Burns. Tierney Fig. Sean Francis. Carissa Gader. Connor Gibbons. Jen Harrison. Olivia Jinks. Gabriella Kavanagh Cuff. Gemma Marshall. Rima Matthew. Ellie Stark. In Psychological Therapies Practice, Mental Health and Wellbeing in Specialist Adult Mental Health, Jack Coleman. Elizabeth Gibbon. Sabrina Green. Fanula McGrory. Caitlin Murphy. Nicole Francis Stockel. Jara Sivray. Aaron Wei Chuan C2. For the degree of Postgraduate Diploma in Enhanced Psychological Therapies Practice, Low-Intensity Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, Alexandra Beverly. Laura Jane Hickey-Clark. Elle Harris. Bethany Jane Heyman. Sophie Florence Strange. In mental health practice in education settings, Holly Anderson. Kareni Appiah. Stephen Arthur Wallace. Lucy Atwood. Rebecca Avery. Ashley Baker. Jordan Elise Clark. Charlotte Cooper. Emma Council. Lucy Ann Edwards. Analia Erickson Seaton. Holly Farrell. Lottie Garrett. Liam Harvey. Nafisa Hussein. Monique Joseph. Maddie Kilgallen. Lucy Lloyd. Judina McCluskey. Amber McCletchy. Genevieve Nisbet. Sophie Palmer. Vienna Orm Williams. Millie Prescott Cockbill. Bethany Randalls. Mirren Thomas. Deborah Vaines. Timothy Francis Wannell. Victoria Whittingham. Josephine Willers. Shantae Woodhouse. Erin Wright. In psychological therapies practice, high-intensity cognitive behavioral therapy, Karen Mould. In psychological therapies practice, children, young people and families, Charlotte Drayton. Beth Langdon. Esther Morgan. Amy Nasaris. Kim Pike. Rhiannon Sermon. Joe Todd. Ella Vickery. Beth White. In psychological therapies practice, high-intensity cognitive behavioral therapy, Shay Adatunji. Shani Louise Banbury. Lucy Jane Barnes. Rachel Barter. Rebecca Beavers. Sally Rianne Best. Jessica Leda Brown. Megan Ruth Birch. Jade Anna Grace Calvert-Roberts. Teresa Cowan. Harriet Crease. Lucy Dawson. Olivia Douthwaite. Jade Drain. Bryony Horner. Emma Howard. Lawrence Howarth. Sean Hughes. Maggie Kelly. Katie Lambert. Lindsay Lister. Justine Mann. Chelsea Mason. Laura Mosdale. Gemma Norris. Marie Onguya. Claire Payne. Grace Pullen. Beth Randall. Amy Riley. Katarzyna Sobanska. Melanie Stokes. Siobhan Tonglung Si. Ali Teed. Elena Tai. Hannah Agnes Watson. Joanna Weber. Adam Mark Williams. In psychological therapies practice, low-intensity cognitive behavioral therapy for children, young people, and families, Laura Grimshaw. Sophie Heath. Naomi Hext. Claire Hitt. Eve Hodge Brooks. Haley Lake. Georgia Mutton. Elizabeth Emily Rutherford. Heather Ann Stagg. Beth Tape. Carmen Tyler. In psychological therapies practice, severe mental health problems, cognitive behavioral therapy for psychosis and bipolar disorder, Emma Baldwin Moore. Jane Barry. Elif Cholakovlu. Peter Dyer. Matt Gidman. Sarah Hopkins. Lauren Jackson. Sarah Lee. Helen Slade. Eleanor Taylor. Claire Wells. Jamie Wilson. In Senior Wellbeing Practitioner for Children and Young People, Low Intensity Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, Jim Albans. For the degree of Graduate Certificate in Psychological Therapies Practice, Gemma Kington. For the degree of Graduate Diploma in Mental Health Practice Education Settings, Leanne Bailey. Hayley Beard. In Psychological Therapies Practice, Children, Young People and Families, Sarah Cox. Lynette Ondrak. In Psychological Therapies Practice, Low Intensity Cognitive Behavioral Therapy for Children, Young People and Families, Tracy Hancock. Archie Smith.
Wow, that was a lot of people, wasn't it? Thank you. Before we move on, there's a group that, of course, merit all of our congratulations. And to that end, I also admit to degrees those who've been requested conferment today in absentia.
I now call upon India Walton-Salmon of the Students' Guild to give the student vote of thanks.
Congratulations, class of 2024. It is an absolute honour to be here today in front of you all, our incredible Exeter graduates. As graduates from the Faculty of Environment, Science and Economy, and Health and Life Sciences, you're the critical thinkers and the problem solvers of the future, leading the way with innovation and dedication to embody the change you want to see in the world. I'm rest assured that our future is safe in your hands. You should be extremely proud of the hard work you've put in to get to this moment and what you've achieved in this challenging time. From disrupted learning to making your way up and down all the hills on campus, it's not been an easy ride at times. But you've all shown such determination and resilience to get yourself here today, and we are all so proud of you. This wonderful ceremony marks the end of this stage of your academic journey, and maybe the end of your academic journey altogether. But it also means that it is a time to take that step into the future and into life after your course, whatever that may hold. I hope you enjoy every second of today because you truly deserve it. Take the time today to reflect on your journey and celebrate with your loved ones. I hope you'll be leaving Exeter with many memories from our beautiful campus, city, your friends, societies and communities, as well as your course. University is such a unique experience, one I'm sure you'll carry with you for the rest of your life. So whether you go on to study more, start or continue your career, or choose something else entirely, I wish you all the very best for your next adventure. I'm sure many of you have planned what you're doing next, and I'm sure that there are lots of you still who aren't sure what the future holds for you. Both options are really, really exciting. Be grateful for the small things, like no longer having to walk up Forum Hill, and the big things, like the freedom and opportunities that having a degree will open up for you. Whatever you end up doing, don't stop thinking critically now you finish your studies. Find things you enjoy and work hard at what you think is worth doing. Be the person who goes out of their way to be kind and who manages to find worth even in the difficultest of days. Exeter University's motto is Usem Sequamer, which means we follow the light, and you all have such bright futures ahead of you. Be bold, courageous, and resilient. You have so much to give to people and to the world, so continue to have faith, keep believing in all the amazing things you can achieve. To all your loved ones, friends, and families, I'm sure it goes without saying that your support is hugely appreciated. So take your photo by the rock, raise a glass, and be proud that you have a degree from Exeter, a global institution and probably the best university in the world. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, India, and thank you to all of our colleagues in the Students' Guild who've made such an amazing contribution to all of our students' lives and journeys here at the university. And so to you, our brand new University of Exeter graduate, huge congratulations. Today is a landmark in your life, and we are so proud of you. Your achievements are immense, and they speak to your brilliance, resilience, and determination. You're now part of the Exeter family, always. No matter where life takes you, you'll carry this place with you, and we will always welcome you back with pride and open arms. If you ever doubt yourself in the years ahead, remember this moment now. Remember what you've achieved here. You've already proven that you're smart, capable, and more than ready to take on the world. Thank you for the energy, the ideas, and spirit that you've brought with you to our university. You've helped to write our story, and your chapter will remain part of our legacy at Exeter forever. I hope you go away with a real sense of pride and many, many fond memories of your time here. And as you move forward, stay proud of who you are, stay curious, stay kind, and please stay in touch. You are Exeter alumni now, and Exeter is for life. Of course, significant achievements are rarely made by individuals in isolation, but by people working together. And so it is with a university degree. Those who support you may have given you courage when you were facing fears, helped you recover from a setback, or paid the bills whilst you were studying. So it's right to take this moment to recognize the incredible people who've helped to get you here. So graduates, can I ask you please to stand at the back? Now I'd like to ask you to show your family, your friends, your supporters, and the staff here at the university, those who lifted you up, who cheered you on, who believed in you, even perhaps when you didn't, let them hear a huge round of congratulations and your heartfelt thanks. And now may I ask the rest of our entire congregation to rise and please give a thunderous round of applause to celebrate our exceptional new graduates. Congratulations. Well done again. Go forward with pride, with confidence, and with joy. And now, I formally declare this congregation closed. Thank you.